call this meeting to order. And our meeting has been announced in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Law and advertised in all appropriate media. Can we have a roll call, please?
President Jenny,
I'm here.
Vice President Liz,
Here.
School Liaison Ellen,
Here.
Director Susan, Pat,
Here.
and
Yes.
Law. You're all here.
So we have absent Joe D'Oreo, Alex Balaban,
And
Andrew Casais, and the mayor.
And the mayor.
Great, thank you. All right, can we have a flag salute, please?
Can't find
Can we
the
see
flag.
the flag?
Hasn't moved.
True. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Somebody walks in the door, she's all standing up.
He got very excited.
Okay, did everybody get a chance to review the minutes that were sent out? Any questions?
There's a couple things that I don't know if I should bring it up in old news, but there's things that we're gonna have to ask at the next meeting, since Andrew's not here, about landscaper planting flowers. We still have to find our Girl Scout contact, unless somebody's done that already.
Jenny, did you?
Yeah, I have one, right, I'm just finalizing stuff.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
And, Carl, just a quick one to
Yep.
the director's report.
Yep,
Let me see, where was it? Susan meeting with prospective companies on timing program for what? Was that for the alarm system?
Computer.
Okay, computer, can you just notate that? Because it wasn't in there and I wasn't sure what it meant.
neither was I, because the only note I had was timing program. I thought, well, somebody will tell me.
And then
And somebody did.
And
There you
somebody
go.
did.
Thank you.
That's why we review the minutes.
That's
All
right.
right. I think that was pretty much it.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll motion.
Second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? I would also like to have a motion to memorialize all action taken at the February meeting.
So moved.
Into record. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Thank you. All right, financial report and action on bills. Shall I have a copy? Just remember that February's meeting was too early to have the January bills, that's why we have them.
I'm assuming it's cheaper in January, February.
I'm sorry, excuse me, does anyone have a white RAV4 in the parking lot?
Right in
In
the
the parking
handicap.
lot? Okay, this gentleman over here, I think, backed into it.
That's your car? You have the RAV4?
Go ahead and take care of that part.
Yeah. Okay, the silk form.
Get your coat.
Yeah, get your coat, it's cold out there. Do you want me to go with you?
I was in the insurance business 25 years, I think.
Yeah, right, he has
All right,
all, he has
Carl.
all factors in his favor right now.
So the February amounts for the salaries and social security, I'm assuming, are less because it's a shorter month, right?
February, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
January, we had 3 paychecks.
And the social for the January was 9610. Was that reflective of December too?
Yes.
For social? Okay, I just want to make sure. Books, periodicals. Where's the form of the meeting?
Do we mail a lot of things in January? Compared to February?
Why?
Just line 121, we just lose $200 in January.
Oh, it's not for stamps. No, that's for, it's under stamps, but that's for petty cash. It's for me, right? Is it made out to me, 200?
Oh, I don't know, I'm just looking at
Yeah,
mine.
no.
Are you looking at
Sorry, I was looking at
January?
the spreadsheet. Oh, yeah, okay, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's on the. Yeah, it's petty cash.
Yeah, okay.
It's on the.
The movie,
Yeah.
the movie, yeah, the 113A, the movie licensing, the 334, is that annual?
Yes.
That's the DVDs, right?
Well, that's for any
to
movie we show.
movies.
That's to show movies.
Public
Yes.
license.
Oh, okay.
Show them.
Thank you.
And to be
All
able
the
to
summer
say
ones too, and all the titles.
Got it.
some places that don't pay for it, you'll see in their advertisements says, major blockbuster movie about MC palaces, because they can't say those.
Sorry. Supplies, 230. What's the Rocco Industries, 123A?
Those are our stickers, our barcode stickers for the books.
Oh, for the books, okay.
Looking at February, line 124, 99 cents.
Just curious
Oh, that's
about
for
that.
Deer
Yeah.
Park,
Oh, just 99
the
cents.
water
Yeah.
people. I guess we didn't
Okay.
use a lot of water and.
Right, and there was nothing else on there.
Right,
Okay, well, I figured Jake wasn't here, so I should probably.
right.
He's at the budget meeting.
Oh, sorry.
He's already bugging them.
Whoever's talking about the pennies today, I'll talk about it.
113C. Recorded books. So is that just like a big order or?
That's because we haven't really paid the bill in a couple of months because we've been trying to get in touch with them because we have a credit that we're trying to use for the amount.
Okay.
But it's also for the children's. We had a big order for the children's.
Oh, okay.
But next month you probably won't even see.
Yeah.
So that's something that appears intermittently through the year, right?
Intermittently, yes.
Okay.
You won't see it again for maybe another
Right.
6 months.
Of course.
Okay. So those two.
Where are we at with the mediation with Verizon?
We're not good.
No.
What happened?
She's never returned. Well, I can bring, you want me to bring her over?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
want, and then I can reach out to her
Okay.
tomorrow and find out what's going on.
All right.
Let's put on my phone.
We're calling it Verizon Gate.
Oh, God, no.
Hi.
She's not returning her phone?
Oh, no, I've been in contact with her.
Oh, okay.
I faxed her pages and pages
Okay.
and pages, a whole journal of
All right,
everything that went on in the past year.
okay.
I have it if you want a copy of it.
That's okay, I just want to make sure she's communicating.
Okay, and then we've been communicating. The last email she sent me, we were supposed to speak last Thursday, and she told me it was such an enormous amount of information that I sent her.
She has to review it.
She's going to other people.
Managers. All right, so what I'll do, I'll contact her tomorrow
Okay,
at my office.
that's
and,
fine.
And I'll just have her make sure she follows up with this Thursday. Are you around?
Mhm. Yeah, I gave her the days that I'm here, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. And like I said, I touched
It
base.
is a huge amount. of
She told me
paper.
it's just an enormous amount of information because I had contact people, it was like a whole diary for the whole year.
Thank goodness you kept all of that.
I
Thank
kept
you
all
very
that.
much.
So I did
No, I
keep
mean it,
that.
because
I
we
did.
needed all of
She's
that.
so
Yeah,
organized.
so
All right,
everything
great,
is
Michelle. I'll
there.
follow up for you.
Okay,
I'll see
all
what I
right,
get.
but she's been good. She
Okay,
just-
I just
she
wanna make
just
sure
said
she's
I
communicating.
think it might be
And she
above
probably
her.
has to make the final decision with her management, with her person that is in.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely gonna,
Yeah.
but as long, I wanna call her and just find, hey, and just.
Do you want any of those? Do you want the email? You want me to print out at
Actually, you know
least
what?
the email?
Let me give you my email address.
I
and
have it.
Forward it to me in email at work. Use my work email.
Okay, but-
Elizabeth.Kiersden@wellsfargo.com.
But I had to fax her all the paperwork because
Okay.
we don't have a scanner, so.
It's okay. Oh, God, we gotta get you guys a scanner.
You don't have a scanner?
For email, I don't have one. And,
For email?
yeah.
You can
There's one
scan
in
it
the
to a
building?
PDF and save it in an email.
But there's
I-
one in this building?
We have a scanner that we use. We have Michelle, not Michelle.
Kit.
Kit's desk. There's a scanner.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I'm on the list for a new printer, so.
So we'll get
All
a
right.
scanner.
I thought a scanner would be great with it.
Yes. We'll try and get you up to 2014.
Thank you, that
All
would
right,
be
Michelle,
nice.
thanks.
All right, I'll print that out. I'll send it to you. I mean,
Yeah, well, she's good. She's okay. Any other questions on the bills and finances? Have a motion to approve the financial report?
I'll motion to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Do we have a program or guest speaker? Do we have any correspondence?
Yes, actually we do. Well, both Kit and Ellen went to the schools to read to the children for Dr. Seuss Day. I'll just read one of these. On behalf of the students at Sherman School, I'd like to thank you for your participation in this year's Read Across America Day. You are a very special person who have taken time out of your busy schedule to share a wonderful book with the class of students here in Roselle Park. The children will remember your visit for a long time to come. Your commitment to reading has set an example for the students and a standard of excellence which they strive for as they continue to learn and grow. Mary Christensen. And then there's pictures
how
of...
nice.
Oh, nice.
That is very nice of them. Look at how nice this is
And
going.
let's see what this is.
Very nice.
Okay, and this is a class that Kit, they sent her a nice
Oh.
big card.
Wow.
Thank you so much for reading to our class. We had a great time. And then they signed their names.
Very
Isn't
nice.
that nice?
Yeah,
So I'll pass that
absolutely.
around.
I
And
love
then,
Kit.
you know, Ellen helps out people on a one-to-one basis with their computer skills. And she's also been helping people do what is it, the CARE Act. So,
Obamacare?
yeah, so somebody wrote a thank you note. Dear Elena, a warm and special thanks to you for all the considerate things you do. And it's from someone named Karen Hecht. She's a Roselle Park resident. Thank you for your help last week during my Obamacare dilemma. Your patience and professionalism are appreciated, and I thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to guide me with my non-existent computer skills. God bless you, Karen
That's
Hecht.
very nice.
And then she wrote another one that she wanted the Board of Trustees to hear. To the Board of Directors, Roselle Park Veterans Memorial Library, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to Elena Someva for her help on February 20th. Not having a computer or computer skills, Elena very patiently and professionally tried to help me navigate the healthcare.gov debacle. I appreciate her help, and I know she had other things to do, yet she worked with me in such a patient way. In this hurry up, get out of my way, I don't have time for you world, Elena was a breath of fresh air.
Very nice.
Sincerely, Ken and Karen Hecht. So that's that. That's my correspondence.
It's very nice.
Okay, great. President's report. I wanted to talk more about the garden and things tonight, since we're missing so many people.
The what?
The garden
Oh, the garden.
plan, but I want to table that for next time, since we're
Okay.
missing a lot of people. That was the main thing I had. So. Children's Department report.
Children's Department report. It doesn't come up on our computer.
But you get the other stuff?
Yes, but he said it doesn't work, but he never gets the Children's Department report. Doesn't come with a PDF file, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Would you like one of these? I'll give this to you, because you
Please.
need it for your report.
Please, yes.
Is the other person okay?
No, he lost a taillight lens.
Yeah, oh.
I have a little scratch paint.
Oh,
So what do you do, back up into you?
Yeah. Kid.
Oh.
Was either not looking backwards or talking to his friend or whatever. But I come out and there's red lens glass on the ground. I'm looking at my car and my taillight's fine. Looked at his like,
Oh, good, I'm glad
it's
it's okay.
yours.
This is the correspondence. There's tomorrow.
Okay, so we had our third annual Stuffed Animal Library Sleepover. And if you look on our webpage, you'll see the video. It turned out
They're
really
so
nice.
cute.
And I think some of the Girl Scouts came, or the Daisies, so that was, 19 children brought their stuffed animals to the party. Dental Health Awareness Month, we had Dr. Roselle again. He did his dental health magic show twice. He's really very good, and he hands out.
Yeah,
little-
he's a nice guy. He was my
Very
son's.
nice
He was
guy.
my son's dentist. We went to him when he first opened, way back when, you know.
Yeah, he gives out to
Nice man.
She's been referenced by appointment, and circulation has increased 4% from 1,544 items in February to 1,605 items this month.
During a very difficult month of bad weather, so
Well,
that's outstanding, really.
It is, and especially, and I have to say, when I do my report, I'll mention that ours has gone up too, which is unbelievable.
And also Superintendent Garrido's mentioned too, like with the program and the initiative, I'm sure Ellen will tell you with the
Well, he's
schools.
coming
Makes a big difference.
Friday, I'm gonna talk to him. He wants to meet with me. So. That's about it. 315 people were in attendance at the, and the Lego Club is still moving along.
Lego Club's moving right along, yes we are. Yes, we had a special visitor 2 weeks ago, and I guess this past week when I wasn't there, young Master Charles was there, and we bonded very, very quickly, and he had to come tell me that his cousin was coming to the house,
Yes.
or uncle, whatever.
Oh, his uncle.
Uncle,
Yeah.
had to come and tell me that, and
My brother-in-law's in the National Guard. He's stationed in Westfield, so
he was very,
I'm sure that's very impressive to a little
we
boy.
get to
Oh,
go
sure.
and see all the trucks. so,
Yeah.
sure. So yes, but the Lego Club is moving right along. We get, I mean, I was surprised because 2 weeks ago, the last time I was there, we started, we had like 3 people. And then all of a sudden it was 21. So, where did these people
Yeah.
They sort of,
And it might be bigger this week because Alicia and I have been posting on the Roselle Park Facebook group about how
Oh,
great
great.
Lego Club is.
Oh,
So,
that's
Okay.
great.
yeah,
all right.
So be prepared
So
tomorrow.
this is
I'm
always
ready.
good.
I'm ready.
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, director's report.
Well, like I was saying, last year in February, we circulated 2,398 items in the adults, and this year was 2,495. So it is a bit of an increase, even though February was a miserable month, and we were closed so much between the snow.
Right.
Jenny and I found it.
Lots of
What do you
early
think we
morning
should
texts.
do? Close. We issued 12 library cards, but our e-books are starting to really catch on, 75 were downloaded, so that's good. Some of the programs, I attended a workshop at the Springfield Library on how to deal with mentally ill patrons who visit the library. It was very informative. Kit is still working with her special adult group, the Easter Seals of Middlesex County. They come for like a couple of hours and they see a movie or they do a craft and they have a snack. She also goes to the Ark in Roselle to read to the patrons there. We met with a salesperson. I visited Unicom. I'm trying to look for people for the timing system, so I met Roman in Unicom, but his company is way too costly for us. So I've been looking at others, because he wants to be like $1,000 a month just to put him on a retainer kind of thing, and we can't afford
Yeah,
that.
it's
I
awesome.
mean, it's a big big libraries maybe. But anyway, I've been interviewing a few other people, and some who are familiar with our timing system, but will come just when we need them.
Mhm.
So I think that's the way we're gonna have to go. You know, it would be nice to have somebody come do a whole assessment and everything, but I just don't have the money this year. Next year, maybe I'll put it in the budget,
Mhm.
or something like that. The DPW is doing a great job of shoveling the snow. I spoke to Richie last week. He came over to look at all the capital projects that I had put in for. The awning for the outside, the bathrooms downstairs, the ceiling, there's a big hole in the ceiling in the girls' room. It just needs a lot of maintenance. So he came in and took pictures, and I think he's going to be at the meeting tonight to talk about it. And also for the lawn landscaping
And the doors.
and the doors, but that's not part of our cap account, that's going to come from
Yeah,
grants.
yeah.
So, and you guys are what?
And that'll come later, it'll come
Yeah.
toward fall, is
Yeah.
that correct?
Towards fall, they start applying for it, like August, September, I
Right.
believe, if I remember.
Yeah, well, oh, no, Andrew said it's in the municipal budget to
Is
get the
it?
doors
Oh,
done.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah.
Excellent,
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
that's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, you
great,
did it.
that'll
Yeah.
definitely go through then.
Money's already there.
Yeah, yeah, so we'll happen.
Very good.
Yeah, so we also get grant money, great, but
Yeah.
it'll happen, yeah.
One of the big problems here is with the cleanliness of the library. People are starting to complain, and I spoke to Richie about George, who does the cleaning, that things are just not getting clean. So he said he's gonna speak to him and see what we can do. We've discussed, as soon as the winter's over, I'm gonna have a cleaning crew, do the rugs
Okay.
and a few other things that we've done every other year. But on a day-to-day basis, he's just not cleaning it's not like Lloyd. If anybody remembers Lloyd,
Yeah.
our old cleaning guy. I mean, downstairs is just, in the children's room, it's really horrible.
How many
I don't know what
days a
to
week
do.
does he come to clean? I mean, I don't know.
He comes 3 days a week, but he only stays like an hour. And we have, 5 bathrooms. And we have the children's room downstairs, and the vacuuming he does once a week, which is fine. I mean, I could live with that, but the bathrooms, to me, have to be clean. And I don't know what other, I spoke to Richie, but I don't know what else we could possibly do about it. So that's so if anybody complains,
I have,
people have been saying that they were gonna
I
complain about
have,
it.
I've seen downstairs working when Lego Club or whatever, I've seen him the other night. He does not seem to be very, very much engaged in what he's doing. He sort of does a.
Yeah, well, he does, he was probably the lowest bid.
He does what he has to do, and that's about it.
And I've spoken to him, and now Richie said he'll speak to him, so we'll see. There's a couple of workshops that I have out here.
They're
I hope you
down
have
there.
them. Okay, one is free through LMXAC, and the other one is through the trustee.
I'm going. If
Good.
it's okay with you, I'm
Yeah,
going.
definitely.
Send it tomorrow morning.
And then, of course, once again, there's the login and the password for the workshops online.
And those are important too, because we need those 7 credits, right? Susan, you can
Yes.
explain for us to get the state aid.
To get state aid, yes, you have to have 7 credits.
So if I go to the one, in
That's
Springfield, that's 2, and it'll be
Right,
a
okay.
start for this year.
Right, and then if you do any of these things online, tell me, so I can record your time.
Right.
Yeah, to do them online ones.
The library budget was approved with the borough contribution of $378,900. You all got your new NJLTA cards, and at some point, we have to do the bylaws. So I guess we'll wait again till next month.
Yeah, let's table that for next month, since we're missing so
Okay.
many.
And
people.
also the salary increases, we'll do
Yeah,
that next
same,
month?
Yeah,
Okay.
Can I ask about financial disclosure forms?
we still
Yeah,
haven't heard anything.
nothing.
Because
No.
I've been thinking about that.
Yeah.
I know Board of Ed filed theirs.
Yeah,
Really?
we're still,
Yes.
But we were told, or somebody was
To
told,
wait.
Andrew said that the state was going to let us
The
know, and I know
state-
he's
the
on
state
top of
didn't
that,
want
so
anybody
I'm not worried.
putting them in because
I
they're fixing the
see.
forms.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah,
They're fixing
Oh,
they're
okay.
fixing
I
the
didn't
online
realize
form.
yeah. Yeah, so I know Andrew's on top of that.
Yeah,
for us,
he
So
is.
if there's, yeah,
So maybe the
As soon
Board
as
of
it
Ed
comes
has a
up.
different one?
Maybe.
maybe.
Maybe
I don't
that's
know.
what it was.
And that's it.
Okay. We have no representative from the Friends, so report with the superintendent.
Not too much when I reach out to the schools. They did their Read Across America celebrations at the elementary schools, where they had evening programs and made it more of a community-based event. So they said that was very successful. And they're just continuing with their reading minutes, where they're accumulating the minutes, and that's probably where you're seeing your numbers increase. We were out more than we were in the last month or so. So we are, they did take back 2 of our vacation days, our spring vacation days, so that graduation can stay. That's locked in, that's always locked in. So we'll be in school the 14th and the 21st, when we were originally scheduled to be off.
No, somebody must have.
So I'm sure he'll have, more to talk to you about individually this year.
And what about the summer reading?
With the high school,
Yeah.
They're probably in the process of updating that. I can make sure that they get you the new list. I know that they did eliminate some of those titles that were out of print,
Yeah,
so
good.
I will make sure that I get the most up-to-date list to you. I'll make a note of that right now.
Okay, good.
Sometimes it's you know, a moving document. They discuss it every time they meet, you know, to have new input, so I'll just make sure I get you what they've decided up to
As
this
soon,
point.
as soon as you can,
Okay.
so that we can start, you know, getting the books if we need, if there's new ones.
Okay. Thank you. All right, any reports of officers or student committees? Any reports of special committees?
No, we're still pending on the gardening.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But it's only March.
Finance committee has not met.
We have not, no.
We have not met. Well, I figured I'd.
Yeah, well, once the whole budget is
put
finalized,
that-
we'll
Put that
meet,
in
so,
here.
yeah.
Where's Mayor Joe?
What?
Mayor Joe.
He's here?
I think,
Are they
I
finished
think that's
meeting?
him.
Hey, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
No,
Just for you.
Oh,
Just
almost.
Are you public
Our guest
portion?
speaker?
I'm sorry?
I said our guest speaker.
Yeah,
Thank you, Joe.
We're almost done.
love the hat.
Thank you.
Yeah, she figured she had to wear it before the winter went away and she had to put it away for the summer, yeah.
You should get a summer hat with the sock monkey on it.
I don't know about that. We should open the public portion of the meeting. Can I have a motion to open the public portion?
So moved.
Second?
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Abstentions? Okay. Seeing that we have no members of the public here to speak, can I have a motion to close the public portion of the meeting?
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, do we have any old business?
Well, I wanted to ask about our Eagle Scout. How's he doing
Oh,
with the
yeah.
picnic bench?
I haven't heard.
It's Tim Carroll,
I
right?
know, yeah. I just sent an email to him the other day, just to kind of jog his memory. And he might be working on it as we speak, but I haven't heard anything else.
It's a nice idea.
Did we,
He's gonna do some planting too, so I'll get him in touch with him.
April, May.
Yeah, after, can't be until after Mother's Day
Can't
anyway,
be till
so,
after
yeah.
Mother's Day.
No
Did-
plants
did
in
we
the
sort
garden.
of pass along to him the concerns we had last meeting about making sure that the table was
Right,
secured
secured.
so it doesn't end
Well,
up out in the middle of Chestnut Street?
Yeah, that's not gonna be his responsibility. His responsibility will be to make
Yeah,
it, and
I
then
know.
we'll find a way to chain it down.
Just so he knows to put some sort of
That's important.
tie downs or something on it to, so he can do that.
Maybe you could just lay across all the wall.
Hide it.
Yeah, but sleeping husband.
Oh, okay. I figured there had to be an ordinance.
There's an ordinance, sleeping ordinance.
How about if he's under the bench, holding it down?
Holding it down, yes.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Any other old business? No? Okay. New business, we already discussed that we will table the bylaw discussion for our next meeting since we were.
Can I just mention two things maybe? First of all, we discussed tonight the installation of sprinklers out front, so that way we can maybe get a lawn going there. We're looking into it as part of our capital budget this year, so that's a possibility. We also talked about the repairs, the doors, so that we have handicap access, and the sealing off of the front, so that way the water doesn't leak into the basement anymore. So those are all things that are on the table as part of the capital budget this year. But one thing that came to my attention, it may just be a rumor, I don't know, maybe the Board of Ed can address this, is the libraries in the schools. Did we talk about this here or not?
Nope.
No, because it's a while.
My concern is that there's a rumor going around that if we go to full-day kindergarten, the space that's being used for the library and media centers will be used for classroom space, and therefore there will no longer be libraries in the schools, the elementary schools. Now, I don't have control over what goes on with the Board of Education. I think full-day kindergarten is a great idea, but we need to be prepared as a library here, if that is the plan, to make sure that we provide the services to these kids that they need to continue with their education.
We're already thinking of it.
Okay,
We've already started thinking about how we're gonna handle that.
Okay.
I hope it doesn't happen.
I'm on
I
the
can't
strategic
imagine the
planning
school
committee
can.
with the school district, so
Yeah.
we have a meeting tomorrow night,
Yes,
and I'm sure
exactly.
that we'll be discussing it.
Yeah,
Both Liz or I
at
are
the-
on
Yeah,
the
Pat's
committee,
with me.
okay, I
ready
think
to
the
ask questions
the shame
tomorrow.
of it is that we had included extra classroom space when we talked about a bond referendum 10 years ago. And we didn't put the extra classroom space in because people wanted to cut the cost.
Mm.
And I think that that's something that's going to come back and haunt us now,
Mhm.
because it would really be a horrible thing if the kids lose the
It
library.
would. It'd be terrible.
Well, it's a rumor, so we'll put it to a question and get the truth. And
Yeah,
make sure that everybody
absolutely,
knows
we'll
what's
get
there.
back to you.
And if it is something that's in the works, and we don't have any control over it, then we need to start strategically planning
Sure.
for our library, how we're gonna respond to the needs of the community.
Yeah, and like I said, we've already started thinking about it, different programs and how we're gonna work with the school. And I have I'm gonna be meeting on Friday with the board ed superintendent.
Okay.
Bookmobile?
So, we're gonna talk.
I didn't have bookmobiles
So
when
I
I was
will
in
talk
school.
to him about stuff like that, so.
Yeah, there's
So, but we're
There-
already
It's
there-
not
on
just
it.
that, it's the
there are still
instructional
places
piece.
around.
But I
that
can't
don't-
imagine.
I think
that
they're
instructional
awesome.
piece,
people in
that's-
I love
school-
bookmobiles, I think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
great.
Library in your school?
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I just can't imagine.
It's wonderful.
I would hate it if my kid was in elementary school didn't have a library. I hope it does.
Well, I've heard nothing definitive from anybody. Yeah, and
I've-
Board of Ed
I've-
people were saying that nothing was
That's
said.
all we had.
But
when I was
I
in
will find out tomorrow.
It's rumors, I admit that it's rumors, but I'd like to be proactive and make sure.
They should do Jersey to do it.
No, I know, but they should have.
Okay,
Well,
any
whatever
other-
happens, we're here for the town, and we'll do our best.
Do you have any other new business?
Just the thing I mentioned earlier, when I got here tonight, I could see one of the stones in
Well, that's
Flower
because the
bed in
kid was
front.
jumping on it and it
the,
fell.
laying on the ground, so I went out to put it up. There were two other ones on the other side that I put up, but there is one missing.
You mean the markers thing?
No, the
Richie
Okay.
knows,
the edging stones around the flower bed
Oh, okay.
right out here in
Richie
front of it.
knows about that.
Okay.
There's one missing that we either need to replace or find it if it's around the grounds, but.
I hope that this
It all
spring we
needs
can
help.
do a little landscaping out there and get it all fixed up nicely.
Yeah.
That's what we could do.
If we get the garden going.
Actually, that was a
that'll
question
take
that we
care of
asked
it.
Andrew, and he was gonna find out whether or not the landscaper in town was going to help. I mean, if we were, if you guys were handling it, if that's something we're gonna
The
handle.
landscaper in town does the lawn cutting, and they were supposed to have done some seeding last year that they did, but it didn't take because
Yeah.
you have 100 kids out there every day.
Exactly.
It's actually a nice thing to have the kids out there, well, nice for the kids, sometimes not so nice for the library.
Why
But
don't you
it
just
is-
put turf, it'll be easier, it'll look green all
Well,
the
we
time.
actually, we
Right?
talked about
It's
that, not even
soft.
in a joking way,
Right.
but even turf is expensive to
It's very
maintain,
expensive to
and
maintain.
kids
Everything
jump on
takes
the road.
maintenance.
So we think maybe the sprinkler system, there are other places where they use a sprinkler system, and if we work it out, so that way, when the Board of Ed is reseeding the middle school, and they close that down, we have our lawn open, and when we reseed our lawn
Theirs
and
is
water
open.
it, theirs is open.
Right, that'd be great.
So that
Turn it
would
on
be-
and just water them down.
That's expensive, right?
Was that the sprinkler system?
I don't know.
Well, we have some estimates that aren't as high as I thought they would be.
Maybe they're coming down a little bit.
And I don't know how accurate the estimate is, you have to put it out to bid, so.
And then we were also talking about the cleanliness of the library.
The
We're having
carpeting,
a problem with, not a problem, he's a nice guy and everything, but he's just not cleaning well enough. I talked to Richie about it, but you may start hearing some complaints, people are complaining about
restrooms or the library itself?
the library itself. You go downstairs to the children's room, there's dust all over the floors, it's not being kept up.
Okay.
And also for the cap money, I also put in for the bathrooms downstairs.
Yeah, we talked about that today. Rich came over,
Oh,
took a look at
good.
the bathrooms, and he thinks the bathrooms by and large can be fixed through buildings and grounds money as opposed to library money.
Okay.
And it may be fixing them up, not upgrading them, but fixing them up.
Yeah, the hole in the ceiling.
The hole will probably be
like that.
repaired, things like that, it's a little things in there.
Little things.
But we're not gonna be retiling.
Right, right, even though I would have liked it, but
Yeah, we all do.
I know. But,
All right, any other new business? Okay, our next meeting is April 16th. It's Wednesday. Have to keep it on that day?
I will not be here for that.
What day is
No,
that?
we're definitely keeping it, that's okay.
What day is that?
It's a Wednesday, April
By all
16th.
means.
we're back on track with the third Wednesday.
Yes, my
Good.
study is over, so I am back in
Because
commission on Wednesday nights, so. I'm also teaching a cooking class for the kids that gap year.
Oh,
Come by, so.
That'll be
Does
good.
anybody know if there's the artist reception tonight? I saw people going to the.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow night?
6:30,
Okay.
yeah.
Some people go
I
to
know,
the
because I
reception.
wanted to go, and I happened to go to the strategic planning committee instead, so Joe's going over there by Gary and Denise.
Speaking of which, your shop looks wonderful.
Thank you, it's not my wife's.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to take credit, but I can't.
It is great.
All right, can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
Second? All in
It's
favor?
a dream to
Aye.
own a building like
Opposed,
that, isn't it?
abstentions, thank you.
If,